What's going on, guys? Bruce Mattson here, your host show, Metric Scout Fantasy Football. I've been doing a little searching and watching other content and watching people answer some questions, and I've noticed one thing that's been popping up that I haven't seen often on major sites, and it's a lot of people talking about Darnell Mooney. A lot of people are worried about him, and rightfully so. Hard times right now. 2 catches for 4 yards in 2 games. The Bears offense, oh God, the Bears offense has been atrocious when it comes to fantasy producers. So it's hard to gauge what we want out of Darnell Mooney. These last 2 weeks has been a bust for him. But the numbers here are funny. I'm not saying ha-ha funny. I'm saying that this is just weird. So in 2 games, he's had 5 targets. Just 5 targets in 2 games. Not sexy, I know. But in these 2 games, with those 5 targets, he still has an 18% target share. So he's pushing that 20% range still with 5 targets and a 30% share of his team's air yards. Like, that's usually an indicator of good things to come in the right matchups. But 5 targets in 2 games also is not sexy either. In week 1 against the Bears, that's the monsoon game. That's when they're playing in, like, straight up mud puddles. 17 pass attempts from Justin Fields. Week 2 on the road to Green Bay. Weird game script. 11 pass attempts by Justin Fields. And you know what? This is a weird-ass team. The Bears are a weird-ass team. You know what weird-ass teams do? They get into weird-ass game scripts. You're going to have weird-ass stuff like this happen. You're probably also going to have a few games where the passing does a little bit more than expected. Things open up. They just forget to guard against the pass against the Bears because they don't throw it anyway, so they just put more guys in the box on certain occasions than they should. That could happen because weird-ass teams get in weird-ass game scripts. Weird-ass dudes don't usually date the hot girl. This is what we're looking at. So weird-ass teams from a negative proponent, because weird-ass teams can also be a positive for fantasy. Negatively, weird-ass teams do not create good fantasy producers, usually. However, when we look back to last year, just looking at his scoring, he posted 3 wide receiver 1 games and 4 wide receiver 2 performances. Not too shabby for a low-volume passing offense with Allen Robinson there. Allen Robinson, pretty much a locust shell or whatever he is nowadays. But in 9 games, he was a wide receiver 3 or worse, and in 6 of those performances, he had single-digit fantasy points. So what you're getting out of Darnell Mooney, and what people wasn't selling you on, was that this is a roller coaster ride. And this is a roller coaster ride due to the ambiguous situation, the nature of this team and the offense and everything that goes around it. There's a lot of people excited saying all the targets got to go to him. You know what? He's getting 18%, and it's still not doing enough. So maybe in the future, some of these matchups could allow him to be a wide receiver 1, wide receiver 2, and help your fantasy teams. But we're probably also going to see games where there's a lot of big dips. And that's what we're getting into with Darnell Mooney. He's a very good wide receiver prospect. Good hands, fast, a 4-3 guy, can get downfield, decent route runner, good route runner, creates separation, good ball skills. There's not much that I can say that I don't like about his game. I really love his game, especially when he was coming out of Tulane, bought low in a lot of dynasty rookie drafts that year. But now we got to call a spade to spade. This guy is volatile. This guy for a redraft is a little bit risky. Going forward, you may catch him on the waiver wire. If this continues for another week or 2, you're going to catch him on the waiver wire. He's dropping in ranks on week-to-week basis. You're going to catch him on the waiver wire in some leagues. Someone's going to drop him. They're going to get sick and tired of 2 catches for 4 yards. They're not looking at the workload totals. From there, you're probably going to want to pick him up if you got a holder burn on the back end of your bench. Some of these matchups is going to allow him to produce. He did last year. Why not this year? Why not? He is a good wide receiver. He gets downfield. He gets air yards. Air yards are very important. They're almost as important as targets. You can't get air yards without the targets, but they are very important. So those downfield attempts, if he catches one or two of those in a game, even if it's a low volume game, that could help him out. Am I saying to go out and buy him? If you're going to buy him, it better be cheap. It better be cheap as hell. I'm not paying up for him, especially in Redraft Dynasty. You wait a little bit. See what happens. If another week or so this gets even worse or stays the same, you're probably going to get him for damn near free. You're probably going to get him at a big discount, especially in some leagues where the managers in the league are very wishy-washy, just jump off cliffs really quick. You should know that with your managers in your league because you should be testing them with trades, but you should test the market once this starts really dropping. I could see it dropping quick. We're only 2 games into the season, so we shouldn't be jumping off cliffs yet, but these numbers are a little bit scary, and then you look back to last year, you kind of know what he is or what this situation is, and it's volatile. It's up and it's down. It's up and it's down. And it's up for a bit and it's down a little bit, and that's what you're getting. Do you want that asset? Do you know when you're going to start this asset? What are you going to do? That's what you're getting with Darnell Mooney. That's what I'm seeing here. That's what I'm projecting going forward. Is he a sell? You can't sell him. You can't sell him. What's someone going to buy? You're going to walk up to someone and say, hey, I got Darnell Mooney for sale. Do you want him? What do you think is going to come back at you? They ain't going to offer you much. That ain't going to happen. Time to sell is in the offseason, so you're going to have to wait this one out unless you get lucky or you can add them in the package to help out a deal, but you're not going to be able to sell them in Dynasty. Redraft, you're not getting anything for them, especially in those basic redraft leagues. No one's going to pay the piper. You're going to have to hold your horses on Darnell Mooney, but that's what I think about this whole situation right now. Let me know what you think in the comments. Drop it like it's hot in there. Smash that like button. Helps the video out on the algorithm. And also, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Trying to hit that 3K mark by the end of the season. Not the highest mark ever, but we're trying to get there. Also, it's going to help you out because I'm dropping fantasy content left and right. Got my running back rankings out for this week. I'll have another list of running back rankings later with tiers. And then the wide receiver rankings are dropping today. But I want to thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video.